Okay, time to stun you with just how quick this is going to be. Start on your WordPress admin dashboard and then head across and click on Duplicator Pro. Now, you might not yet have Duplicator Pro. That's completely fine. You can head down into the top pinned comment or in the description where you're going to be able to get Duplicator Pro at the best possible price. Your alternative is to download the free version of Duplicator, which will allow you to do backups. Now, you can do that by going up to plugins here, go to add plugin, and then search for Duplicator. If I spelt it correctly, Duplicator. Now that is going to pop up just here. So you've got Duplicator, which you can then install and activate. However, today we are going to be using a feature that is available in Duplicator Pro. So I would advise clicking on those links, getting Duplicator Pro, and then we can carry on. But Duplicator's right there if you want to give it a go. So back to where we were, across to Duplicator Pro, and that is going to give me this here. So this is a completely clean setup. There's no backups currently set up for this particular website, and that's exactly fine. This is what you're going to see. Now, to create a normal backup, you would head up to this Add New section right here, and this is how you're going to create a backup. This is what you're going to do with the free version of Duplicator. Every time you want to create a backup, you come up to Add New, you fill in the details, and you follow the steps through. It takes about 2 minutes. But that's not what we want to do today. What we want to do today is come back down into the sidebar and hit Schedule Backups. That's going to drop you to this page, the Schedule Backups page, and as you can see, no schedule found. So you can either add new schedule from this button here, or I can just click on Add New up the top. Now here we want to decide how frequently we want to do our backup. Now, how frequently you need to do that backup is going to be dependent on an awful lot of things. And we will speak about that when we get to the end of the video. For now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and select a weekly backup. You can see you've got options here for hourly, daily, weekly, or monthly. I'm going to leave it as weekly on a Monday. I can then name that, so let's just call it weekly backup just to keep things simple. And then I can choose a template. So default template is a full site backup, which is what we're going to do today. However, with Duplicator Pro, you can change this up. You can do individual backups for maybe just your database, just your media, completely up to you as to what you want to do. I'm going to go full site right there. And then I can select the time for this backup to take place. Now you want to select this for a time where you actually have website traffic. You don't want it when your website is not got any traffic coming through, because then the backup won't activate. It won't actually start. So it might be a little counterintuitive to what you might think, but set the backup for when you're most likely to have traffic. Once that's done, we're just going to save the schedule, go back to the schedules list, and there it is. That's quite simply it. This will now run whenever you have traffic on a Monday at 9 a.m. every single week. And you will have a backup that will just come up underneath every single one of these. You will never have to do a backup ever again. Now, what you want to go and do if you're managing multiple sites is set this up for every single site. Imagine the time that you can save by setting this up across 5, 10 different websites that you're managing. It's going to back them all up without you having to do anything. Same time, same place, all good. And you can customize each individual one to its specific backup time and how frequent you need that to happen. Because as I said earlier, depending on your website, depending on your aims, you might need your website to back up hourly, monthly, weekly. You have to make that decision. And in order to work out how often you need to back up each individual website, especially if you're managing multiple sites, you want to click on this video right here.